All right, so let's talk about your self-talk for a second. Then we'll get into like core beliefs, faith and trust, think positive, be positive. But I feel like starting with the imagination is important because it really opens up that limitation that you set for yourself. Like for the longest time, I would hear like, there are no limitations. It's only in your imagination that you create it. And I'd be like, no, I definitely cannot run as fast as like, an Olympian runner. Like that's reality for me, right? But why is that reality for you? Well, again, you think about it, you told yourself you can't do it, and you're not doing anything about it. And that's the two things there. Like, limitation is in your mind. Because if you really did want to run as fast as an Olympian, you would just have to start doing it. You would just have to start training. You would eat different. You would think different. You would walk different, right? That's what I'm trying to say is limitation is in your mind. And I used to never get that, but it's true. If you want to set out and run your own business and you feel like it's going to suck and you're going to be bad at it, then that's your reality and that's what's going to happen. If you feel like it's going to be stressful, then that's your reality. But if you feel like it's going to be fun, you're going to love it, you're going to crush it, then that's what it's going to be like. And that's why it's important to just let your imagination go to higher realms of like creativity and enthusiasm and getting excited about things rather than the lower scale, the lower vibrational thoughts of like, oh, I suck at this. I'm not going to be able to do it. Because the reality is, there are so many things you couldn't do at one time, but with practice, you were able to get it done. And anything you want to achieve is the same thing. It's just allowing yourself to believe you can do it, and then you're halfway there. So believe that you can actually do it, crushes the limitation in your mind. And from there, you can actually start to apply yourself. But it's really that for me personally, no matter what you want to do, that is the first obstacle is removing the idea that you don't have the skill set, you don't have the resources, and you can't do it. Do you think that if Oprah said that to herself, that she would be Oprah today? No. Do you think Tony Robbins coached himself by saying, I don't have the skill, I can't do it? No. So don't limit yourself today with your self-talk. So number 2 being self-worth, self-value, self-talk. This is the fastest way to change your day. Is the fastest way for me personally is I change my I am story. We talked about it a little bit with the imagination. I was talking about like me reading Cosmo and looking at like all these like, beautiful like people and wanting to do my makeup like them. And I feel like all girls can relate. And then when you realize like, shit, I don't look like that. Stop. When you look in the mirror and you're like, damn it, I don't look like that. At some point your value has to come from somewhere else. And I hope I probably didn't really clarify that, but that's where I was going with it is I realized like, you know what? Maybe I don't look like a supermodel, but I'm funny. Or like maybe I don't look like a supermodel, but I'm smart. Like there were certain things I started to realize like, all right, well, I'm fucking clever. Or like, you know what I mean? You figure out things. I can make people laugh or I have good energy or whatever it is. And I'm just saying that like your self-worth, value, talk, all of that comes from how you're feeling on the inside. And I think sometimes if we value things on the outside, that's when we have this kind of like belittling, accidental mindset that we've like beaten this like, I am insert negative comment here into your mindset. So you want to say, and it feels weird at first because it's almost cool to make fun of yourself, or it's almost cool to like, not be the best, which is weird. Everyone wants to be the best, but it's not cool to be the best. So it's like when you say things like, I am funny, I am attractive, I am talented, those things are true about you if you can move it past your limitations or if you can move it past what you've always said to yourself, what you feel comfortable saying to yourself is exactly what you're going to be, exactly what your worth is going to be, your value, and then even worse, your self-talk. So those things, I am funny, I am attractive, I am talented. Those things are true for me because I genuinely believe it. I genuinely practice being funny. I genuinely value myself as a catch. And I know I'm here on this earth with my own unique skill set. And there's no other person in the world like me. But before you think I'm just talking about myself, the same goes for you. It's just allowing yourself to be you. And that's where self-worth, value, and self-talk come from. You think I'm just saying things like, I'm talented. No, that doesn't just come out of anywhere. Let yourself be a little geek. Let yourself be a little bookworm. Let yourself be insert whatever is not socially accepted. Let yourself be who you are. That is actually the first step to a good, positive self talk. The reason it's easier to say the more socially acceptable things like I am funny or I am attractive is because you accept the shadowy side of yourself too, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell you is it's not about okay, my self-worth is outside of me, bringing this self-value has to come from somebody else. It's really just about accepting yourself, and then that's how you enhance your self-talk because you're saying like, "I accept all of you and all the things you can be, good, bad, weird," right? Accept the weirdness of yourself, accept the things that other people don't accept about you is probably one of the most powerful things you can do. Like for me personally, like I can be a little bit of a loner. It's not that I don't have close family and close friends, but I enjoy working alone. I've always been a little weirdo like that. And I've always enjoyed like creating on my own. I like will start projects by myself. Like I'm just a good little like I'm just a good at like just I'm going to go do this and I'm going to go do that and I don't really wait on the world to be like, "Oh, can someone come with me and go do this?" It's like when I want to do something, I just do it. And I like doing that. I enjoy discovering like new places by myself and just doing my thing. But society will say that that's weird, that you should want to be around 100 people at all times. And you're not cool and you're not popular unless you have a lot of friends that you constantly want to be around. But I fucking feel like who wants to be around 100 people all the time? Like, stop. As an empath for me, it's actually exhausting for me energetically to be around a lot of people at once because when you like feel energy on like higher levels, you're just like, whoa, I can't like fuck around right now. I'm a healer and I can't heal 100 people at once. So another thing is like I like to live the hashtag spa life. So I genuinely enjoy like relaxing after a long day. Like, yeah, I like to work out, I like to work, I like to be busy, I like to do stuff. But after a long day, I like to just chill. And again, society will tell you if you're not running 12 businesses with 5 kids, 4 mortgages, and you're not like working on 15 blogs, then you failed in life. But a big part of your self worth and value can sometimes just come from what everyone else is doing and what they expect us to do. And the reality is, if you can accept the weirdness that's in you, the parts of you that are unique, that's when you can truly value yourself by just being yourself. Saying things like, I am a great speaker, I have a great podcast show, comes easy because that's not just what you're doing in life, but you're following what you like for no other reason but yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, the value and the worth comes from just doing what I love and not necessarily being the best or outshining anyone, but doing things I genuinely feel called to do that allow me to shine the best the way that I am. And that allows me to be myself by being who I am. Like, be the little fucking weirdo that you are. And I feel like that's the best advice I can give you is, number one, imagination is the key to expansion. The old stories that you hold on to, the old beliefs, what you thought you wanted, maybe it's time to shift that stuff out, right? Talked about this before, but it's like if you really want to be like a stay-at-home mom and you're trying to do this like boss babe lifestyle, maybe that's why you're imbalanced. Sometimes we go for things that we think is going to make us happy because other people are happy doing it, but other people are just following who they are and what they want to be. You might be happier at home being a mom. I actually know somebody like this who had a big career and now they have 4 kids and they stay home and they couldn't be happier. So it sounds like, it was almost like a catch 22. Like, should you be able to have both? And why not one? But that person was just happier deciding to stay home and not try